Welcome to Talking Crue, a unofficial Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 20, ranking the studio album covers. More on that here in a little bit. This week in Motley news, there's quite a bit of it. On Monday, Nikki posted a picture of him, his wife, and his daughter. It's a Christmas kind of picture of them in their Rudolph reindeer costumes, things, PJs, it looks like. It says Merry Sixmas. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it, go check out his social media. John 5 on Tuesday posted a reminder about the Crue Year's Eve show to get tickets. More on that here in a little bit. Also on Tuesday, the Desert Sun, which is a local newspaper in Palm Springs, California, did an article on Tommy Lee where he talks about the Crue Year's Eve show. He talks about the new shows in 2024 and the new songs that are coming out next year. And he even says the song Dogs of War, they are actually making the music video as we speak. Again, more on that in a little bit. In fact, I'll go ahead and talk about it. Yesterday, the band announced that they had to cancel the Crue Year's Eve show due to a short time frame, and basically said it was beyond our hands. We look forward to seeing everybody in 2024. Uh, I think they canceled this. I think they had more ideas about this stage show because Tommy and even Nikki, when I told you guys last week and the week before during these radio interviews that they were doing to help promote this, uh, the stage show sounded like it was going to be completely different. They had something really big and special for this show. Uh, and plus, it was just a few weeks that they even announced this. So usually bands take a year of planning to do even a tour. So, yeah, I can see this. Plus, judging by the guys' social medias, Tommy and John are in LA, Nikki's in Wyoming, Vince is in Nashville, Tennessee. So they didn't even start rehearsals for this yet. So I guess it kind of caught up with them that it came up really fast. Um, so that's it in this week in Motley news. Um, Now this is I want to do a rant real fast because I'm sick of seeing this. I'm sick of seeing people post, well, it was poor ticket sales. Oh, it's this. Oh, they need that flipper. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. First off, shut up. If I mean, maybe I was raised different. My mom and dad always taught me if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And I think people need to think about that. I mean, they take time to bash Motley Crue. Who cares? Why? Forget the haters. We won. Motley Crue won. They're selling out stadiums. What's your favorite band doing? Probably can't even sell out an arena. So, okay, enough about that. Alright, so this is episode 20, ranking the studio album covers. Now, on this week, I was looking back at my past 19 episodes, and I haven't done a ranking of any kind. So, I'm going to do a ranking this week of the album covers, not the albums themselves, because I was going to wait until I finish all the Motley Crue albums and do a ranking then. Uh, excuse me, I'm dealing with a cold. I'm sorry, so if I have to cough now and again, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm going to do that further down the road. I also have another ranking idea that I'll do further down the road as well. So I thought it would be fun to do an album cover ranking. So, like I said, it's the studio albums. If I did all the albums, we'd be here forever. So, here we go. Coming in, there's 9 studio albums, by the way. So, here comes number 9. And this is my least Motley Crue album cover. It's Motley Crue's 94 album, which I talk about in episode 16. I talk about this album. Um, the album cover, I mean, it's just kind of there. Kind of cool logo. It doesn't really do much. I don't know. That's just me. All right, coming in at number 8, and this is an album that will be. I'll do an episode further down the road, and that is Saints of Los Angeles. Um, Saints of Los Angeles, great record. I'll talk about it when we get to it. But the album cover is, I dig the cross, which is out of Women, but it's too much white. There's not enough color in this. Um, so yeah, that's why it's in number 8. All right. Sorry, there's my notes. All right, coming in at number 7 of album covers is Too Fast for Love. Great album cover because this from this point on it's really hard to choose. So with this one, I went with number 7. It's a great record or album cover. It's a nod to Rolling Stones album cover Sticky Fingers. I do talk about this album on episode 3, so way back there. And but yeah, plus I don't like looking at Vince's crotch. But yeah, it's an iconic album cover, I will say that. Coming in at number 6 is New Tattoo. I haven't talked about this album either. Uh, Another great album. I really do like this album cover a lot, but kind of like Saints of Los Angeles, there's too much black. You can barely see the red where it says New Tattoo. But I do love this dragon holding the tattoo needle. I think that's super cool. But yeah, like I said, from 8 down, this is kind of where it starts to get tricky. But yeah, great record album cover. Coming in at number 5, and I'm going with this version. It's Shout at the Devil. This is the second album cover. The original album cover was the pentagram. They only made so many copies. Record stores weren't going to sell it with the pentagram. Plus, they were having fights with Elektra Records. They didn't really want to put it out either. So they came up with this album cover, and I actually like this a lot. It's just all 4 guys in the Shout at the Devil costumes. Talk about this album on episode 5. So go back and check this one out if you missed it. Yeah, great record, great album cover. It really catches the eye. Plus, I liked it that they changed it because I don't think I could have brought this home. Oh, I had it on cassette. But yeah, with the pentagram on it, Mom and Dad would not like that at all. Alright, so now we're at the top 4. So here's number 4, and that is Generation Swine. I really love this album cover. I love the logo. All 4 band members in the picture wearing Peg's mask. Tommy's has got his upside down. There's an American flag in the background. All kinds of different stuff going on in this. Really catches your eye. Like, what is this? And yeah, that's what you need on a great album cover. Especially when I think about when I started buying CDs or vinyl or even cassette. I would come across an album cover, and I would buy it because of the album cover. Tattoo Rodeo was a band that I got on cassette just because of the album cover. Roxy Blue was another band. Uh, Something wrong with my camera. There you go. Roxy Blue, South Gang. Again, because of their album covers, I bought them and ended up liking their albums. Coming in at number 3, Girls, Girls, Girls. I love this album cover. It has a whole lot of meaning to me. If you've been a fan of or watching this show since the very beginning, you know the story about this, and I'll say it one more time. This is the very first Motley Crue album I ever bought with my own money, and so this album cover, I had a poster of it. I still do. Yeah, I love this album cover. All 4 guys standing there. You got Vince and Nikki on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Tommy and Mick kind of standing side by side. And I really like that blue and grayish look color and the red logo. So I think this is a very cool album cover. And now we're down to the top 2. Coming in at number 2, Theater of Pain. This one almost made number 1. I love this album cover. You got the pink and the purple. You got the happy and the sad face. The yellow logo is just awesome. I love it. I was watching The Dirt on Netflix a few days ago, and there's a scene where they're talking about getting together back with Vince, and Mick, the guy who plays Mick, is watching old Motley Crue videos, and right behind him is a gold album of the Theater of Pain, and he's sitting in the dark, but this just kind of glows in the background. You can really see it a lot, and so that's why I'm picking this one as my number 2. And so that leaves number 1. Well, we're going with it. Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood. I love this album cover. I talk about... Oh, I meant to tell you this. So, Shout to the Devil is episode 5. Generation Swine is episode 17. Girls, Girls, Girls was number 8. Episode 8. Theater of Pain is episode 6. Sorry. So, episode 10 is where I talk about the Dr. Feelgood album. And I told you this is my favorite Motley Crue logo, but it's also my favorite album cover. There's so much, again, kind of like Generation Swine, there's so much going on with it, plus the colors match up really well. You got the Motley Crue new logo, you got the skull and crossbones, the Dr. Feelgood down here, the dagger with the snake wrapping around it. There's wings. Alistair Fiend on top of the knife. The green bluish tile behind it. It just stands out. It pops out. So that's my number 1. So, homework this week. You rank the studio album covers 9 through 1 or 1 through 9, whichever one you want to do. But I want to see people writing stuff. Next week, I'm actually going to take next Friday off because of Christmas and New Year's. But I will be back to kickstart 2024. You get it? Kickstart my heart. Kickstart 2024. Yeah, I tried. On January the 5th with episode 21, Supersonic and Demonic Relics album review. That's what I'm going to be talking about in 2 weeks to kick off 2024. We're still going to keep going. I want to thank everybody who's viewed these episodes. I want to thank everybody who's gave me thumbs ups. I want to thank everybody, all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. If you know anybody that is a Motley Crue fan, send them this way. Share them the link. Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them to go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook. Type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button in case you haven't done it before. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That helps out the podcast as well. Join the Facebook page, Talking Crue, as well. I post a ton of pictures of that week's episode. So, again, I thank you. It's just been a great ride. And I haven't even gotten started really. 20 episodes, and I got stuff planned beyond stuff planned. Plus, I've actually contacted somebody that may be a guest on an episode next month as well. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff to talk about. It's a great time to be a Motley Crue fan, I think. You got the current band members, 2024 shows, new songs. You got Mick Mars' solo album coming out. John Corabi, the last I heard, he's going to do a solo album. John 5, the current band members. John 5 and the Creatures fixing to do a tour in, I think it's mid-January. He's fixing to kick off a tour. Vince Neil's announced 2 shows, solo shows. Nicky's working on a book, and he's working with the Lion King director to do an animation movie. It's just all kinds of stuff. It's a great time. It's a great time to be a Motley Crue fan. And since I've started this podcast, I've met all kinds of different people that I never would have met before on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, and I'm loving every bit of this, and I hope you are as well. So, with that all being said, I do want to say, have a Motley Christmas and a happy Crue year, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button. Do your homework. Christmas present that you guys can give to me is go back and watch all the old episodes and do the homework on them. I want to hear from you guys. And that's it. And you just took a ride on the wild side.